Hello one, hello all, and welcome back to the show where when we hide behind statues, we do it while holding a fishing rod. Haha. Seriously, with all, seriousness, I am your host, Bertie, with you live from my basement. Last time on our amazing Let's Play series, we managed to get the Master Sword and complete the trickiest puzzle in all of Zelda history. I'm looking at you, tall guy. So, in today's episode, we actually have no idea what we need to do, because there wasn't really any talk about it yet. So, let's talk to Midna. Talk to Midna. I don't even know where the Mirror of Twilight is, but we might find a clue in the bustle of Castletown. So, that is our first hint as to what we need to get done in this episode. Also, if we talk to her, we can transform into the wolf whenever we want to. Very handy in several occasions. Until, like, the very end of the game where it just becomes, like, of no use, but we'll get to that. Let's look at that again. Now, we can transform back into a human, and there's another option. We can also warp. Now, warping is probably extremely helpful right once you get the Master Sword, because instead of having to try and search your way through everything that is happened in the... Oh, actually, you can't go through here. What the heck? Oh, okay. Can't go through there, so you have to warp your way out of here. If you want to... Oh, no. Never mind. We can go back. My bad. Didn't see that. So, we can go back if you really wanted to and walk your way out of here, but the most efficient way to get out of here is to warp. So, warp. And we're going to be warping to Castletown, like Midna has asked us to do, or suggested. And we are going to Castletown. Now, once we get to Castletown, we really do not have any clue what we need to do after that. Now, I consider this one of the few rare moments in this game where you actually have no idea what you need to get done. Unfortunately, that moment isn't very long-lived, and you're going to be able to find out what you need to do fairly soon. Let me give you an example. If we run this way, way, Mr. Link! We turn into a human quickly. You didn't see anything. Greetings, Mr. Link. I have come to deliver a letter. It is a letter from Telma. I love that voice. Well, my business is concluded. Onward to mail. That's the weirdest noise ever. So, we just got a letter from Telma. As you could very well guess from that, we're going to have to go see Telma. Link, there's some folks I want you to meet, so come to my bar right away. These guys will be powerful allies for you. You hear me? Come by. I'll be waiting at the Castletown bar. Telma. And I love it how she says Castletown bar. It's like, what other bar is there? Like, there isn't. There's only one bar in this game. Aside from the milk bar, but that's Majora's Mask, and this is not Majora's Mask. So, we always could go in here as a wolf, but we're not going to. We're actually going to stay human. You have the ability to go into here as a wolf because the door is always opened. Yeah, that was smart. That's really smart, Castletown. But, we're not... if you do that, then it causes havoc, and you can't turn into Link until you exit town, and it makes things... It gets bad. It's not helpful. So, we gotta go over to Telma's bar. Very swiftly. Let's hurry through. Now, all these shops you're seeing, we're probably going to do one thing or another with them at some point. Except this street. This street you don't do a lot on, except Telma's bar. So, down the alleyway. Now, you cannot... Let me give you... I want to show you something, all of you guys something, before I go in here about wolf transformation. If you wanted to transform into a wolf or warp at this point, Midna will not let you because of the fact there's people around. So, if you want to transform while you're in Castletown, you'll need to find a secretive spot where nobody can see you, such as this spot right here. So, we can transform into a wolf. Of course, once you're in here, then you start going around, things just go... So, we're going to stay human. Let's enter. And we are at the bar. The bar where you can buy nothing. Oh my, if it isn't Link. You made it. Have you been, honey? Mercy, but you have good timing. Wait, mercy, but you have good timing? I don't get that. I was just talking about you. Hey everyone, introduce yourselves. This handsome young man is the infamous Link. Yeah, I'm infamous. I'm a bad boy. Do you remember what I told you before, honey? These are those friends I mentioned, the ones who are trying to help with all the troubles in Hyrule. Actually, there's more than one of us. Actually, there's one more of us, but there's been a disturbing turn of events in the Eastern Desert, so we've come to check it out. He's an older man named Aruru. If you happen to meet him, definitely take the time to talk with him, okay, honey? Well, you've come all the way here, honey, so why don't you relax a bit? Why don't you be sociable and talk to these folks? They're a jolly bunch. So, one thing I don't get is she says that there's been a disturbing turn of events in the desert, but when we get there, which we will, you'll see that there really isn't anything disturbing. It's just that the guy is interested in inspecting the place. So let's get introduced to these people. Hello, good sir. Who are you? Okay. Nah, not talking to him. Let's talk to you. Oh, hello there. You must be Link, correct? I'm Shad. Wonderful to meet you. Telma told me what you've been up to. You're rather formidable. I'm rather not, I'm afraid. But I'm formidable at reading books. But I lack what we shall say, physical skills. That said, if the history of legend and Hyrule are your cup of tea, I'm your fellow. If you're curious, just ask away. So if we talk again to him, at the moment, I'm absolutely entranced by the sky beings known as Owaku. Yes, according to legend, Hyrule was made by the Hylians, who, as we all know, are the closest race to the gods. Also, according to legend, long ago, and he'll give us this story, which we really don't need to hear at this point. We can learn about that later. So let's talk to you. It's Ashi. I grew up in the mountains with my father, who was who was a knight in his own right. He taught me the arts of war as though I was his son. Of course, lessons in common courtesy were not part of regiment, so forgive me if I come off as rude, yeah? Listen, before I blab both of your ears off, I want to tell you something. Snow Peak, the mountain in the northern Hyrule, is unlike any mountain I've ever seen. How many mountains have you seen? Like 2? There's Death Mountain, and there's Snow Peak, which you just mentioned, and that's it. I don't know much yet, but things happen there that none happen on no other mountain I know of. Evil controls it. As soon as I know something more, I'll tell you. Until then, you should stay away, yeah? Lots of yes. Alright, so, whoa! Whoa, 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 that was scary. That was really scary. Look at that face. She is scary. She is scary. Let's talk to you! It's been a long time. Link. Whoa! Spoiler. Okay, my life, Uli, she sent word to me. I've seen the children in Kakariko Village. And of course, I've also heard of your adventures. I must thank you for your help with Colin Link. I barely recognized him. In any case, I'm troubled by my own actions. I want to help the cause. These friends here, I've had connection for them for a long while. Like the others, I'm gathering information now. I'll let you know if I hear anything. I actually did not know he would do that. I have talked to him several times, and he has never done that. That is very interesting. I never knew he actually showed himself. I thought he only did that, at a different point in the game, but that's kind of cool. It's cool. He introduces himself as Colin's father, so we got Colin's dad over there. Now let's look at this map, shall we? Let's introduce ourselves to this map.
Hi.
That old cougar, Todger, Orr is at Lake Helia studying the desert. So, yep, he's at the desert. Whoa! I just realized this, but why is he at Lake Helia studying the desert? I mean, like, yeah, that makes sense. Let's go study the desert at a lake, the biggest lake in Hyrule. Yeah. So that's been all about all we really needed to do, and that's basically all we really needed to do this episode. I mean, I guess the last thing we could do is find that old guy. So let's go do that right now. Let's warp. So, going to Lake Hilly, we have a convenient spawn point right there. We're gonna have some dip and stick. huh? Oh, it's a Disney one. It's got princesses on it. What is this flavor? Vanilla and cherry. Ooh. Vanilla and cherry. Oh, we're back. We're with Wolf Link. Alright. So I'm gonna stay as Wolf Link so I can get up here a bit quicker. Then we're gonna come right here. Now we need to turn into Link because we can't go up ladders without him. If you can find a wolf on the internet that goes up a straight ladder like this, I would love to hear about that. So, climbing this. Going up here. Now, I'll also point out, right over here, there is a small cave that we need to blow up to enter, but we're not going to do that yet. We also have this nice pond here, I like. This pond. Oh! That's a fairy. Yeah, let's chug this milk down. Chug it. Chug it more. Chug it. Yes! Oh, that didn't work. Okay, we got water in a bottle. Okay, that was not what we needed. I can see the trickiness in getting this fairy. This is very, very tricky. There we go. We got it. Squeeze it, throw it in a bottle. Got it. Yes. Okay, so that was a nice little thing. I didn't know that was there too. I'm learning all tons of stuff this episode. So there's also one of those whistling stones over there. We don't need to go over to that. We're just gonna go straight up to this tower. One thing I kind of hate is that once you come up to this place the first time, you don't ever come back here. There's just spots in this game like that look like they have something, but then they don't. And this is one of those spots. It would be great if there was something up here, but I don't think there is. Except for one thing. I think later in the game, there actually is a sniping thing we have to do, like with arrows and all that. But we don't need to do that right now. I thought it was about time for you to arrive. Ooh, spooky. Master Link, is it? You know Telma, don't you? I'm Aurora. I'm part of the group that Telma kindly allows to meet at her bar. I've heard all about your deeds from her. Now, you being a courageous youth, you've likely heard of the strange events in the desert and come to investigate, no? Or am I mistaken? You do know, don't you, Master Link? Why does he call me Master? I'm not your master. Gerudo Desert once held a prison built to hold the worst criminals this land has ever known. Ooh. Criminals were sentenced to death. Who were sentenced to death were sent in directly to the underworld by a cursed mirror that was kept in this prison. Now that the prison is condemned, and every road leading to the desert is impassable. This desert, at World's End, it still holds the cursed mirror and the malice of the doomed inmates. These old bones know that the evil currently plaguing Hyrule is related to this wicked place, so I have come to learn the truth. Master Link, I must ask, what will you do now? Don't tell me you plan to enter the desert and confirm my suspicions with your own eyes. We could say no, but that doesn't really do anything, so we're going to say yes. Ah, is that so? Then let's good old Haru help you out. You see Lake Hylia below us? A man named Flyer runs that amusement ride of sorts there. Give him this. You got Aurora's memo. Fly this to Fire of the Lake Hylia. Okay, so blah blah blah. Long time no see. See, long ago I saved this man, Flyer's life, and now he can't not do a favor. I just skipped that because I forget I did it on accident. So, now it appears that we're gonna have to go to that cannon guy below us, and next episode, in order to get to the desert temple area. So let's cut this grass because I love doing that. Yes. So next episode, we are going to be going to the desert place, delivering this letter, and finding out what the mysteries of the desert prison are. Until next time, I am your host, Burton, coming to you live from my basement. See ya!